What a day in the world of the NHL. Lots of trades going on, including some big-time ones. You had Ryan Ellis going to the Philadelphia Flyers, Nolan Patrick going the other way. You hear Carey Price is waiving the no-trade clause. He's available for the Kraken now, which is crazy. And the Leafs, they dipped their toe into the trade market. Jared McCann is now a Toronto Maple Leaf as the Leafs acquire him from the Pittsburgh Penguins in exchange for Filip Hallander and a 7th-round pick. Let's start right away with who we got. All right? And this is not going to be a really long video. This is for me to give you a little breakdown of who we got, who we gave up, and for you guys to go nuts in the comments about your thoughts on the deal. Even though every Leafs fan mindset is going to be like, well, is this going to help us get past the first round? I think that's everybody's mindset. But Jared McCann, a 25-year-old kid from Stratford, Ontario, is in the final year of his contract, what was he making? $2.94 million. But because he didn't play a certain amount of games 1 year, whatever it was, he is still technically an RFA at the end of the season. So in hindsight, that's good because you still control the bird rights. You still have control of this guy. It's not a 1-year UFA rental guy gone. No, that's not the case with Jared McCann this year. Now, can the Leafs sign at the end of the year? I mean, who the heck knows what's going to happen? But Jared McCann, back-to-back years, a 30-point guy. This past year, he only played 43 games, but he put up 32 points and 14 goals with the Penguins. He was a very productive player in his most productive year in the NHL last year for Pittsburgh. And if you look all over Pittsburgh social media, they are not happy about losing Jared McCann. They're very upset about losing Jared McCann. But the thought was that he was available for the Seattle Kraken anyways, and they probably would have taken him, and they would have lost him anyways. So, who did the Leafs give up? Well, Filip Hallander is a guy that the Leafs got from Pittsburgh last year in the Kasperi-Kapanen trade. So, the Penguins get Hallander back, the 21-year-old forward, and I believe it's this year, a 2021 7th-round pick. So, from the Leaf fan perspective, what do you think of the trade? Well, you got your NHL ready now player, and we all have this gut feeling that Zach Hyman is not going to be a Leaf next year. We have this feeling that Alex Kerfoot might be taken by the Kraken. So you might be losing a couple forwards. So you bring in a Jared McCann to fill at least one of those holes, and he's only making 2.9, so he's making a good cap hit, and you have the control of him being an RFA next year. Hallander, I mean, where did this guy really fit on this roster moving forward? I don't think he really did. It was just to add to the prospect pool, and obviously a 7th-round pick is a 7th-round pick. I don't want to make this video too long, guys, because I got my shot yesterday, and I'm feeling like a bag of you-know-what. But I'm here because the Leafs made a deal, and we're here to talk about it very briefly. I personally love the trade, just for the fact of you bring back an Ontario kid, a good player. He's a very, very solid player. Obviously, with Pittsburgh fans not being happy they lost their guy, it always is a plus for Leaf fans seeing that the other team is not happy about giving away a player, and we got that one guy. So, I like the move of Jared McCann, and, I mean, Hallander in a 7th really isn't a giant price tag. So, I'm okay with the trade. I like it. Like I said right off the top, does this help us get out of the first round? Only time will tell. Honestly, Leaf fans, I think throughout the entire offseason, that's the only thing Leaf fans are thinking of right now. Watching Montreal do what they did this past year, pretty remarkable stuff. But obviously, Shea Weber's career could be done, and Carey Price could be gone, all in a matter of weeks. It's insane how things can change in a flash for the Montreal Canadiens. But for the Toronto Maple Leafs, I mean, look, I don't want to lose Zach Hyman. He's like one of the last guys that I want to see go. But with the way this roster is constructed, with all these massive contracts given out to these top players, you don't have the cap hit. You cannot afford Zach Hyman. So you're probably going to lose him. And it's very, very tough to say because I don't want him to go. He's obviously a Toronto boy. He plays that hard-nosed game that a lot of the Leafs don't play. And it's going to be unfortunate. But the guy deserves it. He's played some really good hockey. He deserves to get paid. And for the Leafs, they've constructed this team that you can't really pay guys like that. And it's unfortunate. Does that mean that you have to make a deal to free up some cap space somehow? And I don't mean trading a Kerfoot. I mean moving on from a Nylander, a Matthews, a Marner, a Tavares, something along those lines. Because remember, you got to pay Morgan Riley coming up. What, did he dish out another $10 million to him? Probably not. So this move, it's a much cheaper Alex Kerfoot. Well, I would say much cheaper, but it's a little bit cheaper Alex Kerfoot. Obviously much cheaper than Zach Hyman would be. And you didn't have to trade much. So I'll take it for what it is. Leaf fans, let me know in the comments below your thoughts on the deal for the Toronto Maple Leafs and for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Any Penguins fans in the comments, let me know. What is Jared McCann all about? Give me the insight, the insider scoop on Jared McCann, the newest Toronto Maple Leaf. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and you like the trade for the Toronto Maple Leafs, smack that like button to appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the trade. What'd you like? What'd you not like from the deal for the Toronto Maple Leafs, for the Pittsburgh Penguins? What'd you think about the deal from both sides? And I will talk to you guys. Twitter's down below for myself. Follow up Sammy DM, like great stuff. The Instagram page down below, so follow up there if you have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys Jays edition tomorrow. Doubleheader. So there's gonna be one video with 2 games in between, or not in between, but one video, 2 games talking about. That's what I'm going for. The final 2 games of the series against the Texas Rangers at Salem Field. And big couple games there with teams like the Oakland Athletics losing today, and Tampa looks like they're going to lose today. That puts the Jays 4 games back of Oakland and 6 games back at Tampa. You got a doubleheader tomorrow. You find a way to win both. You're in great shape moving forward. You got to find a way to do a job, though. All right, doubleheader tomorrow. If I'm not mistaken, Ryu is on the mound in Game 2. Well, I guess Game 1 of the doubleheader, but Game 2 of the series tomorrow afternoon at 1:07. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.